Joining us now to discuss, senior fellow at the American Principles Project and former NCAA athlete Paula Scanlon, along with ambassador for the Independent Women Forum, Payton McNabb, who also suffered severe head trauma while competing against a trans athlete. Paula and Payton, obviously you both have experience competing against transgender athletes. Payton, I'm going to start with you here. Do you think that it is time for new leadership to actually protect biological women in the WNBA?
Absolutely. I think what we've seen from this league is just been a complete joke. It has been, they have proven time and time again how unserious they are. And I think what Sophie said is completely true. I mean, they have so many eyes on them right now and so much attention. And instead of acting on that and using that for the good, they seem to not want that and are trying every way to fight against it. So it's just been a crazy ride, and I really am interested to see which way the league goes with this.
Paul, I would say the WNBA brought this all on themselves. You adopt that kind of ideology, and now you got to kind of pay a price for it, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. They have bad leadership that just needs to be just get rid of everyone over in charge there. The fact that the WNBA is continuing to make headlines and not a single one of those headlines has to do with the actual playing of basketball and also encouraging more young girls to join the league. I think that's really the saddest part that I'm seeing here. They should want young girls to play in this league, and they're not doing that. They're just allowing this to become a clown show, for lack of a better expression, and saying on what's happening here.
It seems, Payton, that they're actually taking away, as Paula said, from the sport itself and also from the athletes, from the women playing the sport, simply to make some sort of political, ideological argument that simply isn't practical. That seems like bad marketing for this league.
Absolutely, and there seems to only be, unfortunately, one person in the whole entire league that wants to fight for the next generation, and she's said that time and time again, and everyone has had the opportunity to back her up and back up the younger girls that are all filling up the stands, wanting to be Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark one day. But there might not be a league because the very league doesn't even know what a woman is and isn't even willing to stand up for you, and it's just sad to see.
I'll tell you what, at one point in time, I myself was a basketball player, and I loved when people booed me. If I was doing well, it gave me more power, more strength.
To say, oh yeah, you're going to boo me? Okay. Watch what I can do.
Well, watch this. Now I'm really fired up. Paula, maybe Sophie just keeps going harder, keeps speaking her mind, and if the boos come all across the country, let it happen.
Yeah, I think absolutely she should. And I think Sophie is doing the right thing. I think Sophie's setting a great example for the next generation of female athletes, and I love seeing her speak up. And I wish more professional female athletes would do the same. So Sophie Cunningham, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, Payton, it's interesting because obviously you're speaking up, Paula speaks up all the time, and I know that isn't always easy because you still get so much hate all the time simply for being honest and sharing your experiences. Why do you think other WNBA players maybe are just staying mum on the topic? Are they just too afraid of the heat that they might turn on themselves?
I think we've all gotten to see exactly why people are shy from speaking out on this, what shouldn't be such a controversial issue. I think they've tried to make an example out of Sophie by, ultimately trying to ruin her life. And it's just, thankfully, she has not been interested in playing that game, and we've gotten to see her double down on what she said and stand firm in her beliefs, and I think that's just been truly inspiring to see, and I'm very thankful for what she's doing.
Yeah, and you know what? We're talking about her with big smiles on our faces, and she still has a smile on her face. And Bob, I bet what you said is right. You know what? Bring on the booze.
I bet she enjoys it.
Oh, yeah. Just watch me. Watch what I'm going to do next. All right, Paula, Payton, we're always watching what you guys do next because it's always great. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.